Hello everybody and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan. The weather is starting to get a little bit chilly this morning, thank God, because it's been quite hot recently, but winter is finally kicking in. Weather has been super strange here in Thailand. Last year it was extremely cold in the morning, for Thailand anyway. Right, in this video today, guys, I want to try and make it as quick as possible, but I've got two things that I need to talk about that are very important, I think, for me anyway. The first one is because I went on the Rayong trip for a few days, and I also come home and I went back to Pattaya for 5 days to do a bit of investigative work. I've got a huge, and I mean huge, backlog of emails and messages from people. And out of all this backlog, I'd say only 3% of the messages and emails that I've received are stories from you guys. Just 3%, okay? The rest of them are all people that are wanting help, advice, got questions, etc. And I just really don't have the time to get through them. For anybody that doesn't know, I do the YouTube channel, guys, but I also do marketing as well. And I'll normally start the marketing in the afternoon because I deal with English people from England. So I have to deal with the hours, the English hours. So when it's 9 o'clock in the morning in England, I need to be starting my day job. Okay. Now, because of the amount of messages and the amount of emails, before I went on the trip, I was struggling to get through them and deal with the comments on the channel as well. And I know that people would have noticed that I'm not always commenting recently on people's comments. I used to reply back to every single one. Now, I know that a lot of YouTubers don't reply to many comments. I've seen it with my own eyes. I go on the channels, I have a look, and it's very rare that they respond to any comments. And I can understand it. I understand how busy it can be. Now, in regard to making YouTube content like this video that you're watching now, it doesn't take that much time. My videos are normally 10 to 20 minutes long. So I've got to sit here and I've got to make that video. Then I have to trim it down and edit it slightly to make it into a video and produce it on the channel. Now, for me, that doesn't take up too much time. It can take 1 or 2 hours, for example. But then the rest of the time, I try to get through replying to the comments, replying to messages, and replying to emails, guys. And what I'm finding is that because I've got a huge backlog at the moment, when I respond back to a message, they immediately, within about 10-20 seconds, reply back to me and lock me into a conversation. Okay? And I'm not a rude guy. If somebody's got problems or they've got issues and they can see I'm online, I've just replied to them, then I feel like I have to respond back. But what's happening is that I can try to reply back to 3 messages, and those 3 people can take up like 2, 3, 4 hours of my day, and it stops me from getting through to the rest of the messages. So it's very difficult for me, and it means that I'm disappointing so many other people because just a small amount of people are keeping me engaged on their problems. Now, they don't pay for my help. They don't do anything like that. You know, I freely give it away. But right now, I just really don't have the time. I am super, super busy. I mean, the only time I get to relax at night time when I go to bed. My whole day is dealing with making a video and dealing with comments, messages, and responding to emails and going through the stories that people send me, etc., etc. And then I feel exhausted by the time I actually do my day job, and then I have to get through that as well. And while I'm going through my day job, I'm still also trying to respond to messages and emails, etc., guys. So it's a bit of a handful. Now, thank you to everybody that's congratulated me on hitting 5,000 subscribers. I never thought the channel would get this far. I know it's not a huge channel, but for me, with the content that I provide, to have over 5,000 subscribers, it means that hopefully I'm doing something right. And hopefully I'm actually helping people out there in Thailand, stopping people from getting scammed, stopping people from losing a load of money, stopping people from being broken-hearted, etc. Right, so moving forward, if anybody's got a story to share, then please email it to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com, and your story will be shared on the channel. Now, I do get a lot of stories, guys, that are in very short stories. I'd like it to be at least medium or a long story, so I can just present your story on the channel. And then that way, if other people see your story and it relates to them, the title of your story, the thumbnail, etc., then they can just go through my channel and click on that, and then that video is all about their own circumstance, their own problem. So it makes it a lot easier for people, rather than sticking 7 or 8 small little stories into one video, and then people have to like fast forward and go to that particular segment, that particular story, to try to get some advice or help, etc. So moving forward, guys, in regard to the email thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com, only use it if you have a story to share. Don't use it for advice or help or anything, guys, because I'm not going to be able to help you. I'm sorry. You need to just send in stories to this email address, because over 95% of people just wanting help and advice, etc., via the email, and I just don't have the time to get through them, so I do apologise, but I've got alternatives for you. I have a Facebook page called Thai Talk with Dan. Now, you can use that to publicly ask me any questions in the news feed, so you can go onto the Facebook page and publicly ask me a question or any advice, etc., and you can put it in there and I can respond, and your question and my answer everybody can see, the whole world can see if they go onto my Facebook page, and they may have the same question as you, but if they scroll through the page they can see that it's already been answered, and it helps people out. Now, a lot of people contact me that want me to answer them privately. They have private questions or private stories that they want to share. Now, guys, if you want to do it on a private level, then you need to become a YouTube member by clicking on the link below. If you're in Thailand, it'll only cost you 40 baht. If you're anywhere else like England or America, it's going to cost you $2.99. Yeah, £2.99 or $2.99. Something around that figure. For some reason, this YouTube membership has different prices dependent on which country you're in, which I think's unfair, but it's just the way YouTube works. So anyway, if you hit the join button, you become a member of the channel. You can then go to the community page on my YouTube channel, and you will find a post from me with a link for the private Facebook group. You can click on that link and you can request to be a member of the Facebook group. And every day around about 6 o'clock, I'm going to go to both of these Facebook pages and I will respond to any questions or any advice that people need, either publicly or privately, guys. And that's how I'm going to progress moving forward, because I really don't have the time to be able to go through the huge backlog that I've got. And I feel like I do need to go through the backlog, but I'm going to cut it off today because people didn't really know about this before. I'm going to go through the backlog and try and get through it and respond back to everybody, because I don't want people thinking I'm being rude. I'm just extremely busy, guys. And as my channel's growing, the amount of emails and messages that I get, because I'm a talk channel, is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And I'm not complaining, guys. I just can't get through it. So in order to get through it, I just think it's going to be easier moving forward doing things like this. You got a story to share? Send me an email. Email only for stories. You want to publicly ask for advice or any help, then go to my normal Facebook page, Thai Talk with Dan. If you want to speak to me in private and you've got a problem, you've got an issue, you've got a question, and it's of huge importance to you, then if it's important, guys, you can pay 40 baht by becoming a YouTube member. Or if you're in England or America or another country, it's going to cost you around about £2.99, $2.99. And I know that if you pay £1 or you pay £2, £3, then you're definitely serious about getting information. It's not a lot of money, guys, but you're paying because you really need that help. And I know you're serious. So every day I'm going to go and check on the Facebook group and I'll respond to you. If you're a paying member and you want to speak to me on Line ID, WhatsApp, Messenger, I'm more than happy to do that and give you my ID, etc., and speak to you and help you out with your problems. I'm not asking for £20, £50, £100. I'm just asking you to become a member if you're serious. And there's enough about that subject, guys. I don't want to keep going on because I don't like plugging to it's like I'm trying to get money off you guys. I'm not. I just, in order to stop so many people from contacting me and to stop me stressing out and feeling guilty that I'm not having the time to help you, I just think that if I make people pay £1 or £2 or £3, it's gonna, out of 100%, I think it'll bring it down to like 10% or maybe even less, guys. Yeah, it depends how serious your situation is, and it'll help me deal with everybody that needs help. Okay, guys. Right, enough about that subject. Let's go on to subject number 2. Right, this one for me, sorry, I've got a bit of a cold. This one for me is a little bit more important than that. Because when I started my channel, guys, I wanted to speak about various topics, all Thailand related. And if you go back in time to the beginning of my channel, you'll see that I was doing that. I was talking about rural Thailand. I was taking you around the lake. I was driving around the villages and speaking about stuff, etc. And I was doing different various content. But what's happened, guys, is when I've tried to make a video, say, for example, about rural life, people have not seemed that interested. And they've always kind of steered me back onto the subject of talking about Thai women. Yeah, because it seems to be the most popular subject that people are interested in. And so many people are having problems, etc. Now, I've noticed a few comments, not many, guys. And I noticed that the old Facebook group that's a bit negative that used to troll me are still talking about my videos. And I noticed on the people's guy saying, for example, when's he going to stop making these negative videos? And then the other guy said, well, he's making money from it and he's getting his ego stroked, so he's going to keep doing it. To me, guys, that is absolutely laughable, because like I've just kind of tried to say to you is before, with the emails, messages, comments, etc., I get overwhelmed with them and it eats into my day job. If I cut YouTube totally out of my life, I am guaranteed 1 billion% that I'm going to make a lot more money. But for me, guys, if you know about me, life isn't always about money for me. I just want happiness. I want to be happy. And I do enjoy providing content on YouTube for the most part. And I do enjoy trying to help people, especially when I get emails and messages and comments back saying, thank you, you've really helped me. I got out of this situation. I got out of that situation. It's nice to hear that I've saved people money and I've saved people heartache, etc. Now, I know it can come across like it's quite negative, the channel recently, because I'm talking about scams and deception. Don't fall for this. I'm sharing people's stories and it can come across a bit negative. Now, the main reason why I've stayed on this subject is not because people have steered me onto this subject. It's because there are so many, let's say, normal people that require help. There are a lot of people in Thailand, guys. This is what I really need people to understand. There's people that are disabled, okay, that have not had much experience with women back in their own home country. And they've come to Thailand to meet a woman because they know they have a better chance here, okay? You've got people that are not street smart. They can be good-hearted people, but they're not street smart. So they don't understand all the tricks and scams and lies and deception that can happen over here. You've got older gentlemen, 70, 80, 90 years old. Some of them have lost their faculties. Some of them have dementia and other things, guys, as you can imagine. And they can be good-hearted people. They might have just lost their wives. They've lost all the family through the years. They've got heartache. They've got sadness. They've come to Thailand for the sun and to escape and hopefully find a woman that they can be with, because it's hard to find a woman when you're later on in years. It's very difficult, guys. It's a lot more harder. And it's a lot easier when you're younger. So you've got to look at it from that standpoint as well. You've got other guys that have confidence issues and they're, what do you call it? They're not confident. They're not assured of themselves. they've, yeah, basically got self-confidence issues. Can't think the words right now, guys. So they struggle with women. But over here in Thailand, it's a lot easier because the Thai women will engage with you, especially in the tourist areas, and it helps them grow the confidence, etc. And these types of people that I've just mentioned, these are the types of people that I do try to target to help, because I've heard so many stories from people like this that have been scammed, that have had all the money taken from them because they thought that the woman loves them, so they've been happy to set up a life here, buy house, buy land, buy cattle, spend money on a fish farm, spend money on a vegetable farm, or whatever the case may be, buy a car, buy motorbikes, etc. And they'll spend the life savings or the money that they've got from selling the house on their life with this Thai woman. And unfortunately, they didn't know that this Thai woman was just trying to hustle them for all the things that they'd just bought. And once that money is depleted, a lot of these guys end up having to go back home to their own countries, broken-hearted, depressed, or even worse, guys, where we can talk about them doing something bad to themselves, etc. You have no idea the things that go on around the world to people. Not everybody is as headstrong as you, or as smart as you, or as good looking as you, or as confident as you. Yeah, Thailand breeds people from all different walks of life to this country, and I just try to help out in a very, very small way to try to ensure that these people don't have a bad time here in Thailand, because I don't want to sit here and waste my time and everybody else's time lying to your faces, trying to make out that everything is rosy and beautiful here in the land of smiles, that every Thai dish is absolutely delicious. Go to Mark Wine's restaurant and sit there to say his basic pad krapao with a bloody egg is so beautiful and so spicy. Guys, I can't lie and talk crap like most people. I can't do it. I haven't got it in me. It's not my nature. Now, other people can say to me, yeah, Dan, but that's what people like to see. People like positive stories. The YouTube algorithm will push your videos out to like 10,000, 20,000 plus people if you go and eat a pad krapao and say how delicious it is. Guys, I'm not about that life. Yeah? I'm not going to sell my soul and talk crap to thousands of people online just to make a few quid. I don't understand how everybody else does it, but money is like the root to all evil, and people will do whatever it takes in order to get it. And unfortunately, that is the reality of the world that we live in. And if you don't understand that, you need to get out a lot more. And the internet is filled with these types of people, not just on the YouTube platform, but on every platform there is. For example, this Facebook group that used to troll me and are still talking about my videos and trying to talk bad about me, right? Making out like I'm the Antichrist or something, when all my channel does is simply tries to help people, is absolutely ridiculous. And I did try to engage with the owner of this Facebook group, but he was a bit of an adolescent, you know, very simple-minded, wanted to be tedious, wanted to argue, wanted to show off. He's all about attention. But then when I look deeper into this guy and the group of 5 guys that all talk crap on this Facebook group, I went into the Facebook profiles. I've seen the profile pictures. I've seen the wives. I've seen the lives, because they post everything publicly. And I've seen what these guys were about. And then I quickly understood why they live in Thailand, why they're not back home, because these types of people you would give a wide berth to, or you'd headbutt if they got in your face, because they're just those types of people. So I get why they live here in Thailand, totally understand 1,000,000%. But these type of people really annoy me, and I'm not used to anybody talking crap about me, etc., especially when I'm trying to produce content that is trying to help people and just trying to do a good job, I suppose, guys. Trying to do something that's actually doing something good for people rather than just doing good for myself, you know, and being totally selfish like a lot of other people. But anyway, guys, yeah, I talk about the subject of Thai women because I feel like it's a subject that people really need help with. But I do want to balance it up a little bit and talk about other stuff, whether they get low views or not, or low engagement. I still need to discuss other things on the channel, which I am going to start doing. We do need to make sure that there is a bit of different flavors on the channel, so to speak. So guys, yeah, just an update about the channel. I know that there's not going to get a lot of views in regards to this, but hopefully some people can watch it and some people can understand my predicament about the emails, the comments, the messages, etc. I just want to get back on track, guys, so I can enjoy reading your comments, replying back to your comments, and anybody that's got serious issues, I know because they've become a YouTube member and hit that join button, I know they definitely want to engage with me and they definitely need some help. So every day around about 6 p.m. I will go on and check to see if I've got any comments, whatever, and I'm happy to give you guys the time of day and I'm happy to help out. I also need to keep updating the Facebook pages, etc., which I've not been doing because I've not had the time. So yeah, just get back into it, start enjoying it again, start engaging with you guys again, and that's it. Thai Talk with Dan. Peace out. I'll see you very shortly, as I'm definitely today posting another video. Cheers guys, bye bye.